Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Turn the music down a bit. There we go. So welcome everybody. We've got Xander, Lewis, and Farming Gamer. Welcome to stream, guys, and to everybody else that's watching. Good evening. We will be getting away shortly when I sort these cables out. Go. I think that's right. Okay. So in tonight's game, we're on Cherry Hills, as the title says. It's a pretty cool map for cosplay and multiplayer and everything. We've got a couple of guys in the game with us this evening. Adam, Farmer YT, and Lewis, also known as Jinjiao. So, yep, sit back. And guys, I do hope you enjoy. And here we go. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the stream.
Evening.
It's sure been a while.
Indeed.
So right, here we go. So I've just got some field work to do with this sprayer. We're gonna go and do some spraying, or at least set it going, because the field is quite big. But that's just how it is. So we can drive that on. And most of the courses that I use, or most of the driving that happens on this map, when I've got my field set up, I tend to record a lot of courses so that, you know, majority of my courses are all there and ready to go. TE20, good evening, sir. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time since we streamed Farm Sim. I just hope it holds out all right. My FS was broken. Oh damn it! I don't know what to suggest, buddy. I know mine's been a bit funny the last couple of days, and the other guys will tell you the same. It's been a struggle getting the multiplayer games running, but we managed because I sussed it out. There's a couple of courses that I had pre-recorded on Courseplay and hadn't saved it, and it's kind of like slightly corrupted the save game. But anyway, we managed to get it back and sorted it out, so we're all good to go. So this is the field there that we're doing here on the left hand side. It's a pretty big field, and that's why we have Courseplay. Lucas, welcome back, friend. Hope you're doing good. So what's wrong with your FS there, Xander? What seems to be the problem? Maybe we can all help you. Right, so that's that one done. So now what we need to do is we're in field 5. We're going to my field 5 folders here. We're going to steal that course because it's pretty much the same, because they're the same width as the cedar. And then we want to do that one. Pop it onto there, start at the nearest waypoint, and off we go. Hopefully. Should we see how long it's going to take? I reckon it'll take about 2 hours. Or an hour and 16 minutes, I suppose that's not too bad. Probably about the length of tonight's live stream. Adam, you're very quiet. Aha! As I suspected. It's too early to do it. Okay, don't I feel a bit of a plum?
Concentrating.
Okay, do you know what I'm gonna do for the purpose of entertainment? I'm gonna speed the time up till we get some going here, so that I can at least do something with the ground.
Cock-a-loodle-loo.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Having fun.
There we go. Okay, cool. It is midnight, well, anyway. Bob's your uncle. Oh, I don't want to record. Okay, so hopefully now we should be able to, with a bit of luck, fertilize. Should we see if it's going to allow us to do it now? Is this multiplayer? Yes, it's a. I'm only private hosting it for me and the guys. Xander says, "Oh, scratch disk." Yeah, that's allowing us to do it now. Scratch disk, and they've been there for months because I took the disk out and refused to reload it. Ha. That's why I don't buy things on disk anymore, because they can damage and they can then lose things. It's cheaper to buy a big hard drive and put it all on there and use Steam. So yeah, we're gonna throw down the next bit of fertilization on this field. I can't even remember what I put in this field. Do we now have sheep?
I think so.
Huh.
Have you bought some?
No. Sorghum. We've got
Then
sorghum.
probably.
Let's have a look. Oh no, it's just someone's filled them up.
Yeah, we're ready to buy some though.
Okie dokie.
You better put some more grass in them now then, Lewis.
Yep. And more water.
Yep.
Unfortunately not, Lucas. I'm sorry, dude. It's kind of maxing out my internet connection as it is, because I'm hosting the game as well as live streaming and everything else. However, I am looking at getting a new Farm Sim server in the next couple of weeks, but we will see. But like I say, then Lucas, you'd be more than welcome to join the server when we've got the server up and running. Okay, let's just get through this this evening. There we go. Put it back down to 3. That way people in the stream can see what's going on. Kind of. And FG says, I'd join Discord, but he's in TeamSpeak. No worries, dude. But I mean, the question that I've got is it worth getting a Farm Sim 15 server, 17 server, if we're going to be able to pre-order the FS19 servers pretty soon? So it's kind of a case of, would you guys want me to get a FS17 server and run that until FS19's out, and then pre-order the FS19 server? What do you guys think? That is obviously a question to you, Adam and Lewis, as well as the chat.
That's a good question.
Okay, Xander, good luck with your homework, dude. I hope you don't have that much to do, but yeah, good luck, dude. Thanks for joining.
That is a good question.
I mean, I would like to get another server, but I just don't want to be throwing money down the tubes, if you know what I mean. And TE, unfortunately, dude, I was asking Adam, I think it was the other night, if he knew how to use the Juno, the Lely Juno mod, you know, the animal thingy, the cleaner.
Can't.
Actually, if you search on YouTube, search Mr. Moose, he has actually got an in-depth tutorial on how to use the Lely Juno. It's Mr. Moose Gaming, I think he's called. And I know for a fact that he's got a video on there, like a tutorial on how to use them. I just haven't watched it.
Where's the grass, Lewis?
There's a trailer already in there with full. We just need to buy the sheep now.
I run them for keeping animals clean, but they are not emptying now. Yeah, like I said, TE, I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, I've never used them. But like I say, if you have a look for Mr. Moose Gaming, he's got a video on there that should be able to get you going in the right direction. But yeah, it's so good to be back streaming. It's been a while. I was kind of sat there early going, do I really want to stream? Yeah, of course we do. It's not going to be a long one, but yeah.
Would you be able to purchase a few hundred sheep? Or just a few?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Thank you.
Where is the sheep thing? There. Okay, so where is the icon? Here it is.
Tree.
So if we go for wow. You guys have to make me 200,000 now. We've just got 50 of these blooming things. Oh yeah, and there's the other, my other tractor that's on his course, the class Arion with the 50-meter disc plow by John Deere. What map is this? This, Lucas, is Cherry Hills. Oh, thanks FG, yeah. It was actually quite a challenge to find a decent download for this map, as well as the two other mods, the Maru's Milk Stop Sale, you know, that specific one, and then also another guy's universal pack, like, you know, the Kotal. It's got a specific fuel Bowser type trailer in there, and it's the one that can only fill up
Cottle thing.
the Kotal. Yeah, it's a yellow shell fuel Bowser in it. It's the only one that can be used to refuel the compost machine, I believe. So we managed to find them anyway, and they're working. But now that is. Sorry, I just had to have a sip of the warm coffee. So yeah, back onto, this is another course that I was running. We're picking up all the straw and throwing it into the main silo. Just starting to get to grips with cosplay, using it for field 2 with 2 combines, 2 grain carts and an overload course. It's brilliant. Yeah, it is great. It's really good. I mean, obviously the new cosplay, you can have up to 8 combines in one field on the same course. So yeah, it's really good. Just a bit tricky trying to juggle all the fill levels. You'll have to have one of those like big mother bins at the edge of your field, and that would constantly have to be getting emptied and filled up with like auger wagons running backwards and forwards to the combines.
Sheeps. That's the wall.
How do you use the overloader? The overloader course, you basically, what you do is you record your course, similar to what this one's doing now, except it's picking up the straw and not finding a combine. You record your course from the field to wherever you want to drop off your product, and then bring it back. That's like your most simplest kind of, you know, grain carriage or grain carting kind of course that you can do. You can then do ones where you have the truck sat at the side of the field, and then you get your auger wagon to then go to your combine and then come off the field and then drive up to the side of the truck or the mother bin and unload it into that, and then go back. I don't have that course recorded on this map at the moment. I've only got the overload from the combine to the actual silo at the farm, because I just used a bigger trailer, and it managed okay. So obviously when we get to that point, then if you're still around, Lucas, I will show you guys how to do it. I'll explain my way, or the best way that I know how to do it anyway. It does help to stop the collisions and everything there, TE. You're quite right, man. And yes, FG, coffee. A monster? No, you can't have a monster before work, because about 10 minutes after you've had that, you've got withdrawal symptoms. You got the shakes on. I need another one. You know, jeez.
Do we have the diesel tanker?
I will purchase one for you.
Thank you.
There you go, it's at the okay, I can't spend much more. Only got 64 grand. That's it.
What they spent on diesel as well.
That's it. I believe it's about 7,000 or 8,000 to fill that thing up. But yeah, the guys will tell you I'm quite hooked on my I'm quite hooked on cosplay, purely on the basis that it just does everything that I want it to do.
When it works well.
When it works, yeah. So what I've done is, because we're obviously in multiplayer and cosplay is now multiplayer compatible, thank the Lord. You know, it's one of those. It allows us to each have our own cosplay system within one save. So Adam's got all his courses, although he's only got the one. He's got the one course under his file. Lewis hasn't got any yet because he's lazy, I suppose.
Ginger.
And then if you go into mine, then I've pretty much got field 1, 3, 5, 6, and then other routes. Now in field 1, I've got all the routes that I've made for field 1. Field 3, obviously I've only just got that. I need to save that one that's on the plough actually, so we'll do that now. As you can see there, it's still in temporary, so I will just push that one and then go field 3. I believe this is 15-meter plough. And I keep all my courses in capital letters just in case I happen to not put one back in where it's supposed to go. And yeah, Cosplay likes to do this. It likes to like stop your game while it thinks about what you're just done. Right, so that one's working now, so we can close that and then go back to this one. And then field 3, so I will then take that one and then drop it into the field 3 folder, and then I've got that one there which we just saved into my folder for field 3. Field 5 again, it's got all my courses there. 6 courses, and then my other routes. This is the one where I'd put like from the farm to the shop, or from the shop back to the farm. Just little routes like that. That's what I do that ones with. Other routes as well would be like sell points, but what I'd do is I'd put another folder inside here saying sell points and things like that. So that's how I run my cosplay. And the guys, like I said, the guys will tell you that I'm mad over it. Or do you do a monster just before they run from me? They'd have no chance. I suppose, yeah, that's true. So what was I doing? Where's my sprayer? Here's the sprayer. So he's still spraying away, and he's still got 2 hours to go. As you can see there, that's the course that he's going. It goes from green to red, and then this course going down here, which you probably won't see because of the chat. Unfortunately, I can't move it, but there is a course, you can see it going away. That's the course that he'll follow to refill his tank. Obviously, you have to manually record those courses yourself, but when you've got straight roads like this, I've kind of found a bit of a hack. You can use the GPS mod to keep you centered on the lane, and then you can drive at full speed, and you can stay in the lane because it won't go off that kind of mark. Plus, it is pretty straight, the roads in this map, so it's good. Definitely a map created for cosplay. I do believe that cosplay is a big factor of this map when they were making it. Pretty much every single thing on the map you can do using cosplay. So yeah, FS19, Lewis and Adam, what do you think?
John Deere.
Well, yeah, I'm suppose you'd be pretty happy now that they've got John Deere in the base game.
I don't know if it's just the one though.
I'm not too sure, but I still think it looks too toyish to me. There's no IC controls on it. Apparently, from what I understand, the only kind of like interactive side of it is going to be if you turn the lights on, it's physically going to like turn the light switch on in the cab. It's going to move that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as like IC, I would have thought that would have been like a huge factor in FS19.
I mean, are they even gonna stop the rain from going through the sheds?
You know, this is things. Well, everything's supposed. You know what I mean? It's the only thing we've seen is we've only rarely seen things that we've already got. You know, they haven't really made any like improvement to the game as such, in my own opinion. And I do apologize if there's anybody from Giants watching this, but honestly, I can understand where you're coming from when you guys say that, and I speak, you know, I'm just speaking out of the bubble here. When they turn around, yeah, well, when they turn around and said that the like your textures and everything are higher quality, yeah, I can fully understand where they're coming from. They want us to have a more realistic look about the game, but there is again only a certain point to which that will look realistic. From afar, yes, it will, but close up, I don't think it'll look that great to be 100% true. But who knows? It's just one of those. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Ben Sim, how's it going, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I do think you'll need a pretty decent gaming system or a PC or a laptop to be able to run FS19. I do, because of the new texture updates, because they're going from the texture size that we've got now in one pocket. They call it a pocket or pixel or whatever they call it for the it's a specific term. I can't remember exactly what it is, but they've increased that size of texture file nearly 4 times. So each little like texture square is going to be 4 times more detailed. So you're going to have a pretty half decent system to keep up with all of that. That's, you know, a lot for your computer to do, unless again you've got a decent rig. Laptops, yeah, I think they'll struggle, but again, I don't think Giants want to stray away from laptop users, because I think there's a huge following of players in the farm sim community that does you know, game on the laptop, play FS 17 on laptop. But whether it'll continue like that, I really don't know. And another thing to think about is the Big Bud and all the DLC that you can buy now. Is it going to be like FS 15 to 17 where we got it all included in the new game? But again, I don't know, it's hard. I mean, like I say, the screenshots and things that I've seen, again, the only difference, the big difference that I've seen is okay, they've now got the volumetric cloud system, which, yeah, it produces three-dimensional clouds which look extremely real. But you take everything else, and to me it just, like I say, it's just textures that have been upgraded. Like overhauled and extremely enhanced. My laptop manages at the moment, but I'm not sure if it is strong enough for the improvements. Well, that's it. It's going to be a gamble, and I think it's going to take a lot of people by surprise. It'll be good to see what their, you know, like the almost like dev notes that we had from FS17, where they released a little bit about the game every so often. It would be nice to see if they had any idea of, you know, give us any idea of what kind of systems we would require, you know, like system requirements. I think that would be a good one to throw out for everybody. Goodness me, it's a bit foggy this morning. So yeah, that's my views on the game. What about you guys? I'll sit back and shut up now and listen to what you guys have to say.
From what I've seen, like you say, it is pretty much the same, but there are a couple of changes. But again, I'm only speaking from what I've seen, and I've not seen much.
Yeah.
And they've changed the buy-in menu. They've made everything in the main menus transparent.
Yeah, and you see, I think they, sorry to interrupt, that's another thing I forgot to mention, is the whole transparent menu thing. Don't you think they got that from Farmers Dynasty?
Probably.
The menu system looks identical to Farmers Dynasty.
Yeah.
But then again, that's what we got from FS 15 to 17, was just a slight upgrade in textures and a different coloured HUD or a different styled HUD. And in 15 to 17, let's be honest, it were just the colours that they changed. And I think they changed the speedometer thing slightly, but
they changed it slightly by adding an hour meter in.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and
pretty much.
It's not. That's nothing to be, you know, charging people $30, $20 for whatever the games cost. You know,
£30.
30 quid. Well, there you go. That's a lot of money.
Was it 40? What? How much is it? $49.99? No, $49.99.
$29.99, isn't it?
Yeah, 30 quid pretty much.
Psychological pricing. They'll always price it down at $29.99 because more people will buy it. Because they think it's cheaper. If you put it up as 30, people are like, ooh, that's a bit pricey. You put it down to 29, ooh, it's under 30. I think the jobs menu looks handy. You can pick your jobs without visiting all the fields. Yeah, it's almost like a contractor type of screen. Yeah, but what would be quite cool is if you did own the farm, or if you are on the map that you're playing, and you start your map and you do have X amount of tractors, like a plough and a harvester and whatnot. What would be cool, and I don't know if you can do this, if you can or can't, I stand to be corrected, but it would be pretty cool if you'd be able to choose to use your own equipment. And then you'd be able to charge slightly more because you're using your own equipment.
The question is, are we going to get seasons in the base game?
I don't think so.
Are we going to get the damage and the maintenance and?
I think there's going to be a better maintenance screen and things like that. Yeah, I think there's going to be different aspects of, you know, your tires are going to wear down and you'll have to buy new tires. I think there's something along those lines. I mean, again, I stand to be corrected. I'm just going on what I've watched on the tube, you know, when it comes to all the Gamescom trailers and things like that. And I mean, fair enough. The other thing I like is when you drive in your tractor in the field, the crop literally moves out the way of the tires, or it gets compacted and then it pops back up again as you've gone over it, and that is pretty cool. But that to me kind of tells you that they've not included crop destruction. They've obviously not had it on for that demonstration, or they've not. I don't know.
I mean, when you drive over a crop, it doesn't really destroy it.
Unless that's the new kind of crop destruction that they've got going. The part where you drive, you might get less yield on that specific little strip, but...
Yeah, that's what I'd say, because it knocks it down, but
yeah,
depending on what stage it's in, it would obviously bounce back up.
Yeah.
Because in the earlier stages, it's just like grass.
And another thing that would be pretty cool is if cosplay was implemented into Farm FS19, like part of the game, and you fertilize a field, it'll make the tram lines, you know, because cosplay automatically has this thing where it won't damage the field. I don't know why, but you know, it would be quite nice for it to actually put in the tram lines. But apart from that, it doesn't seem like a bad game. What about you, Lewis?
There's not enough released for us to see anything really. At the minute, it just looks like the difference between FS15 and 17.
Keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah, there's like a slight graphical increase.
I'd say, is it worth another 30 quid? Because I imagine it will be £30 on release.
Oh yeah.
15 will be free.
No, 17 will be half price.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, 17 will be half price, and then 15 will be free. I think.
15 will jump down to like £5.
Yeah, it won't never go for free, mate. Giants are greedy.
And then FS like 13 will be probably £3.
But
I'm sure it was.
Who knows? That's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so he's still trundling along here in the fog. Do you know what? Let's do... How's Mr. Strawman going? Is he still...
He's still doing fine. He's got 9.5 minutes left.
Are you in that tractor?
Yeah.
Is that why I can't I can't get to him?
Do you want to get to him?
No.
No? Okay.
Because this guy's going to go and refuel, so now everybody can see how he goes and refuels and goes back to the spot that he was fertilizing at.
Oh.
So we'll have a look on the map to give you an idea. If we do that, you can see that he got to that corner there. You can see how much he's got to go. He's got loads to do. But again, now he's going to go across here. In fact, we'll make his speed a bit faster. Get him across the field a bit quicker. And I can't be doing with all this bloody haze and stuff.
A little bit more. There you go.
You are? So guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying the live stream this evening, if you're happy to see that I'm back streaming, hit that like button. Smash that like button. We'll go in cab for the trip back. She's a bit dirty. So now what it'll do, it'll pick up the track or the course, and I can show you the course by doing this. As you can see, the blue line, the tractor will follow the dots and the blue line as best as it can. Obviously now this course I recorded using GPS, so the line is pretty straight. Did I do GPS on this one? I think I did, yeah. So yeah, you can hide them, or you can completely hide them, or put that on and that on. So yeah. Cheers, FG. But yeah, that's about it really for cosplay, from what I can show you. Except sit back and then enjoy the little drive that it takes us on. But yeah, it must be said that the this map is quite a high performance demanding map for a computer or whatnot to enjoy it. I mean, I've dropped my game settings ever so slightly just to accommodate for that, plus the stream and everything else. The Salty Topics. Hello, welcome to the live stream, my friend.
That's a that, isn't it?
The Salty Topics. It's pretty cool, man. Well, I suppose someone's got to report on the salty topics of life.
Like FS19.
Yeah. So now hopefully with a bit of luck he's going to pull into the refill point just at about 1 o'clock there. Turning towards it now. And he should stop and fill the front one, which it's doing. As we can clearly see by the... Okay, we can't see it there, but see there. Now he'll move forward and then get the back one. As you can see there. And TE20 says, got to go, maybe back. Enjoy the stream. Thanks, my man. Take care, dude. And then he'll go off back to that field and carry on where he left off. What else can we do? We can have a bit more of a look here. Let's have a look at the course. Yeah, he's got quite a lot to do. Now the reason cosplay, I believe, does it like, you know, does the lines up and down like this as opposed to straight up and down, is if you see these bits here where the field kind of bends. Okay, now if you were to do them straight up and down or across the ways, when it got to like somewhere here, it would actually try and cross that corner and it'd interfere. So this is the best way it's found how to do it from the position that we started. Had we started somewhere else, possibly it would have done it differently, but because of where I started the course, this is the pattern that it's given us to most efficiently plough this field. And it's going to take about 2.5 hours to go, and he's only done the 2 headlands, and from there till, yeah, so he's still got all this to go, as it starts at the green down here and works its way all the way through the yellow to the red where the end is. And you can bring that up by pressing that eye there. Go on, get in then, Adam, if you come in.
I was just looking at the it's crossing the way it was cultivated last time.
Alright, yeah. So yeah.
So in so if the furrows were going the right way with the plough, it would cross the way it was cultivated and level it out a bit there.
Yeah, but I don't think cosplay kind of knows that.
It's just seen the.
It's done it to the easiest route without like having obstacles in the way.
Yeah.
That other one must be nearly done with its with the straw.
8 minutes, I think. Let's have a quick gander. I gotta get out before I can tell them. Six minutes 40.
Okay. He should be on his way to unload, or he's on his way back to the field.
On his way back.
Cool. Yeah, come on tractor, you can do it. How can such a big beast like this be struggling with this?
24 meters?
15.
15. 24 meters, what am I doing? Clever.
Yes, FG, you are quite right, my friend. Cosplay is amazing until it goes wrong. Although I am kind of a bit more clued up on it now, so that I kind of know where it'll go wrong and where it kind of faults itself. So I try and do my courses around that to... Basically, I do my courses as simple as I possibly can. That way I know that if I can drive the course, so can the tractor. So like the other night when Adam and I were playing around on Sandy Bay, I set up a course from the combine to the silo to offload grain, and it was one where the trailer had to be reversed into the offload point, and it had been so long since I'd used Courseplay with reversing and stuff, so off I went and I did it, and saved it all and set it up and filled up and then set it to do the run. And how happy was I, Adam, when it worked?
Very happy.
Yeah, I was like seriously chuffed. And then I got like proper cocky, and then I thought, okay, I'm just gonna start throwing reversing into just about everything that it can do, like every course that's needed. So the cedar, and then it just started going wrong. So, like I say, it's just one of those. It's just practice. I don't suppose it's practice. It's more just repetitive, because when it knackers up or when it goes wrong, you've got to somehow think to yourself why it's gone wrong, and then redo the course or whatever, and try and do it so that it doesn't go wrong again. Sometimes it's just a case of pulling it back a couple of feet, getting it away from the tree, putting it in the direction of the field, and then just, you know, clicking start driver at the nearest waypoint or whatever it is, and they tend to pick it up and off they go. But sometimes they don't, and it can get very frustrating.
And sometimes it's sort of add a headland and remove this and change this and do this instead and make it simpler, or
yeah, definitely
bigger, or adjust it slowly.
It's like, I know for a fact that when we've got all the sheep going and they start making a right mess outside the trough, I know that I can set up a course with a front loader to go, like, I'll just click drive from the first waypoint, and what it'll do is it'll drop the bucket down, it'll scoop out, it'll drive forward to the end, pick the bucket up, it'll then reverse back to the other end, put the bucket down, and then pick up the rest, and then it will stop, reverse, turn, and then tip it into the trough again, and then reverse back to the stop point. Now, you can do that very easily, but it just takes time to do it because you might have to record it 2 or 3 times just to get the spacing right and everything else, because cosplay is, it's very intricate. That's the problem. If you've got too many courses crossing over, or too many waiting points, or too little waiting points, and all that kind of jazz, it just goes, no, I'm not working. And it'll just do what we all call the circle of death, where it'll just lock into a circle and it'll just keep driving round and round and round and round and round.
Circle of doom.
Circle of doom, that's it, man. It's so frustrating. Like, really frustrating when that happens. But it's just one of those things with cosplay. It's never going to be 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Joshua, thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the, what should we say, the community?
I'll say, what's that, 780?
No.
No, 790.
No, Jesus, I wish.
759.
759 now, yeah. But yeah,
I'm thinking near 800 for some stupid reason.
I wish. Be nice. So where we're aiming for the skies. We are aiming for the sky. But yeah, thank you very much for that sub.
I'm getting ahead of myself thinking that you're almost ready for forestry.
Yeah, I think you are too. I think you're getting a bit excited there, Adam.
Well, that might be an FS19 if it's still in there.
Forestry is in FS19.
Ooh, you've got to love a bit of forest.
It'll do it in FS19 where it's all improved and much better.
Because instead of it being a Scorpio, a Ponzi Scorpio, you've now got a Komatsu, some sort of Komatsu, kind of.
Oh, it'd be like some tree shears on the end of a digger.
Well, no, it's exactly. It looks exactly the same as the Ponzi. It's just Komatsu branded, and red and black, like Komatsu colors.
Ah.
But that's in the normal. That was in the game, the Gamescom footage. Yeah. I suppose it's just one of those we'll just have to wait and see. And again, how long is it going to be before all the mods that we've got now are going to be over in FS19? Is it going to be like it is now, where all the really good mods are only surfacing now because it's been out for so long? What would also be pretty cool is if you could have a like in-game tractor modification, in the sense of go into the menu and then upload like a logo or a picture or whatever you want to put on the side of your tractor. If you could upload that and put it onto your tractor from within the game, instead of having to go into the Giants editor and the mod and doing it that way, that would be pretty cool as well. But the other cool thing that I've noticed as well is when you buy a tractor, the customizations on the tractor that you select, it shows you in a picture now. So you know exactly what tires you are buying, you know exactly what, you know, light bars or whatever the case might be. It shows you on the picture, which is great.
Light bars? Huh?
Yeah, you know, like light bars, like warning bars and stuff.
That'd be cool.
That's just an example. But it would be quite, like I say, it'd be cool if you. There's a lot of things that would be cool, but again, I don't think Giants have listened to the community of players that play the game. You know, that want to see these big changes, and the biggest change that we wanted, or that I could tell, was the 3D plow textures, or the 3D ground texture. I'm sorry, if Farmer's Dynasty can get a ground texture that's 10 times better than Farm Sim, why can Giants not do it? I mean, Focus Home Entertainment, the people that own Giants and stuff, well, I say own Giants, you know, the people that do it, like, the other games that they've got out on the market are 10 times better than what Farm Sim is. So why can they not do it? That's my question. What was so hard that they couldn't do it? Cattle and Crops was doing it.
Yeah. What's going on with them?
Their wallet's gone dry, I believe.
Oh,
But I'm not 100% sure the exact details. It's been a while since I've had a look. It has been a while.
a lot of people that prepaid for that.
Oh yeah, mate.
They're paying for a game to be finished that ain't been finished.
But one game that I am going to be pre-ordering is Identity.
Yeah.
Project Identity. I've been watching the updates of the developers on that, mate, and it looks awesome.
Mm.
You'll need a
Is that the
proper
one
proper PC for that, Adam.
Well,
Is that
yeah.
the one that's like a few terabytes?
Yeah. I believe.
Count upgrade storage, I think.
Jesus, you'd need like a server in RAID to be able to do that.
Yeah. Like just stick it on SSD.
But by that point, I'll probably have upgraded my computer by then. But you never know. Next year sometime, or it might even be 2020. I'm not too sure, but I'm happy for them to keep developing that game until it's 100% right. More than happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we caught this guy in time.
Especially if it's going to be as good as it looks.
Yeah, well, dude, just looking at what they've got so far, it's just epic. Everything in, like, they went into this town and everything was interactive. Everything. And to do that, mate, just think of the scripting and the like, how long it'll have taken to do that. Crazy.
I'm still there looking forward to like GTA 6.
They're even making another one.
Yeah, yeah. But wait, GTA 6 for PC is coming out like, I think it's like a year after console.
Yeah, that's a downside.
I believe. Yeah, I've heard. That's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is. But it's going to be true 4K, which will be good. But again, that's gonna throw out a lot of people.
Let's hope they fix the issues with all the hackers and stuff.
Hey, it's a
PC
good game.
Online,
It's a good game.
PC Online was scary now.
Yeah, that's just because the way that the game's you know, it doesn't choose people within the same sort of similar ranking to you. You know, I've been in lobbies where people have been over 300-400 rank, and there's me at like 100, and it's like, yeah, they've got armored tanks and jets and you know, and I'm just getting absolutely mullered left, right, and center. You know, I'd literally just walk to my car, boom, bombed. Great.
I was in one today on PS4 and there was this bloke with a jetpack and I'm there in this van and I'm like, what?
Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's like me on PC Online. I've got everything. You just gotta love being able to fly around in jetpacks.
I've got my little bravado van.
I had my sweet collection.
I
had some personal vehicles there which I converted over.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not gonna release them to the public. Why should I?
Pay me.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Right, so
I'm just joyriding on the telly.
do I really not have a field 1? To the farm. Really?
Oh, you want to go back to the farm? If you got follow me in.
No, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record a course. And I'm gonna show the lovely people how I make my courses. Okay, wait, I need to. Yeah, actually, what I'll do is I'll do this, so that I'm kind of lined up. Bring that up. Bring it over. I reckon that's about right. Get rid of that for a second. So now, like, this is just a course that I like to have down when I finish working in the field. This course will take me back to the main yard. So you can just put it into transfer, so it's a drive from a start point to a finish point. Nothing spectacular. And the best thing is your first kind of 2 to 3 dots, so 1, 2, and then the third one, you want to try and keep those as straight as you possibly can, and then you can pretty much do whatever you want after that. Let me just put that on there like that, and I'm recording on Courseplay, as you can see, and you can see the little dots popping up above my head. So that's me recording, and I'm locked onto GPS to keep me in my lane, and off we go. What yo? Since when is Courseplay multiplayer? Well, this is the beautiful thing, Dano. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, I recently found out that it was on multiplayer, so I thought, well, how good can it be? And dude, it's actually pretty good. And I do believe if it's on a dedicated server that you have to be logged in as an admin to create courses. You'll be able to use the courses that are already there, I believe, but I could be wrong. I've not set it up.
But have you got to be an admin to delete them? That's the question.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good then, because you won't get some Muppet come on and go.
Oh yeah, dude, tell me about it. Like, after all the hard work that I'd put in.
Yeah.
So when you get back to wherever you want to go, and you just stop it, and then again you just save it. So I got field 1 to the farm, and I can close it. Force of habit. I will then go and put that into the field 1. And there it is there. So that's in that one. So my field 1 is pretty much finished when it comes to courses. I can get from the farm to the field and back. The only thing that I haven't done on that field is the field work. So for instance, ploughing, which I might actually go and set up now. What tractor is this? Is this a 240?
Yeah.
Is that enough to pull the John Deere plough? We'll try.
240, what horsepower is that?
240.
Is it?
Yes, the case 240 horsepower. The Puma.
Yeah.
That plough needs like 400.
Really?
I'll tell you in a second. 350.
I wouldn't think it'd be more than 200.
That plough needs 350.
350.
That's a fair amount.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to start washing these tractors. Okay, I'll just turn the tractor off then. How's the compost going? Is it still...
It's all being transferred into the silo. We've got about 200k.
What, compost?
Yeah.
How did you transfer it?
Trailer.
Alright, you just fill the trailer up and then take it over.
Then put it into the silo, yeah.
Oh, straight out of that auger there at the side.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 214k.
So yeah, for those that were wondering, this... Oh shit.
Hit the brake.
This is the composter, or the compost machine, or the compost... What do they call it? Is it the compost master? Yeah, the compost master. You put your waste in that end and it comes out as this black stuff on this side as compost. I think that's slurry or something down there. I mean, yeah, that'll be slurry, I assume.
So you don't even have to load the manure spreaders. You go straight out of the auger. That's good.
TMR, so that's your TMR mixer. And then over here you've got, I believe this is the pig food, because you've got sunflower and potatoes and maize. I believe that's like the power food. This here, I believe, is like a silage silo or something. Hey, that Fent will be able to pull this, that shotgun.
Bagsy.
Yeah, these silos you can put grass in, it'll turn it into silage, I think.
Oh, it's like them harvester things.
Say that again, Lewis.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you for the silage silo thing.
Okay, why? Like, why am I not moving? Why is it not moving? But I'm moving now.
Okay.
What?
I'm confused.
What's up?
I just went to pick up these seed bags, but it won't let me. I take it they're only decoration.
Possibly. Oh, my steering wheel's sliding. Hell. It would be cool if we could spray paint all of Lewis's equipment and animals orange.
Nothing wrong with a bit of orange.
Then again, orange is the new black. Whoa, power slide.
When we get enough money, I was thinking about getting a Fent, the fabric thing, and painting that orange.
You could do.
Could do.
Could do. So yeah, I think this is the first bit of field work. We'll have, yep. On that field, which is cool. I'd like to see two of these coming past each other. They'd bounce off each other like rubber balls. Bang! Our sheep. Holy cow, there's a lot of grass there. Why is there so much grass outside the sheep's pen?
That was only one trailer load.
It's the same size as the bloody barn. Why is it there anyway?
We're prepared.
You should literally every now and then take the loader over to there and take a scoop and just keep on top of it.
Okay.
Saves occupying a trailer all the time.
No worries.
Under me.
So yeah, we're going to head over to field 1 here, and I'm going to set this plough up to plough the field. I'll stop the driver there, because, yeah. So, we'll pretty much start it here. I can come in a little bit more.
That has a PTO. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we want to be in fieldwork mode. We're in field 1. We'll leave it at that. Starting location, that's fine. Headland. we'll do 2, and off we go. Generate that, and then we can drive the course. So that's going to be like a while for that. So that's going to be field 1. So, oh. And that's working nicely. And that's going to take 42 minutes to complete. So that's that tractor done. How's this one doing? This one's going that slowly that the crop is actually growing quicker than the fertilizer is putting it down. Or the sprayer. What price would we be looking at if we wanted a 237 grand?
We could sell some compost.
How much did the compost sell for?
Quite a bit, I think. I'll tell you in a second.
You can, if you can figure out where to sell it, go for it.
Let's get in a lorry.
Because I'd like 70, in the region of 71,000 to purchase a new sprayer.
Now I've got there's the trailer.
I mean, I don't even know what's the wool.
The wool's not enough there yet.
There's not even a full pallet.
Sweet.
Hay, oats, rice, millet, sorghum, compost.
Sorghum, that's what I've got in this field here.
Yeah.
Cannot wait until we get this combined and put into storage to sell. This stuff is worth a fortune, man.
Where do we sell it, Lewis?
It's flashed on the map. Compost sales 801 per ton.
Oh, nice.
Opposite the shop.
Shop. Compost sales. Okay. It looks like I've got a trailer full of coal.
Oh, this guy's still going around the headland of this field 1 that we just set off earlier on. Didn't think field 1 was that big. You look at it on the map, compared to the rest of them, that field 15's a mammoth.
We should buy it.
Potatoes.
Oh no. If you do that, you're on your own.
Cosplay, mate.
It'll still take hours.
Get
We should just set it up just for
eight of them on the go.
Think of the money.
No, that field planted in this sorghum, mate, that would be well worth it. That sorghum's the most expensive crop. Oh, it's worth the most in the whole game.
Does that sorghum drop straw?
I'm not too sure. if it did, you could always bale it up and sell the bales for extra income. So yeah, Sunday night, bank holiday here tomorrow, isn't it? Although I'm working, fantastic. Although I'll be home for like 4 o'clock. So I might do another stream tomorrow, although it'll be earlier. But I'm not going to say for definite.
Lazy day tomorrow.
Although one thing I do want to put out there is, what about yeah, what about multiplayer time lapses? Obviously we would not do it on Cherry Hills because the fields are just too big, unless you'd want to sit there for half an hour, 45 minutes at time lapse speed, watching me run around and plough one field. That wouldn't be very fun. But myself and Adam have been having a bit of a play on Sandy Bay, and we've actually been enjoying it, haven't we? We had courses going on that and they were working and everything, so that could be an option. Let me know in the comments section below if that's something that you guys would like to see. I know that you know, time lapses are pretty popular in the farm sim community, or on YouTube and things, but it's not something that you see very often. There is a few YouTubers, like I know Ben Sim does it. When he's on Daggerwin server, he'll do a time lapse on there. But you know, like a time lapse series with like myself, Adam and Lewis, or myself and Adam, or myself and Lewis at some point, you know, and we could do it where, you know, we all work together on the farm, that we're employed by the farmer, and obviously the money that would be in the top corner would be the money that the farmer has and not us per se, and then he has obviously just got tasks for us, you know, like field 1 through 5 need ploughing and cultivating or whatever. Then we could go off and, you know, we'd work in the same field, run next to each other, so that we can, you know, have equal amount of players in the time lapse. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to see. Like I said, let me know below in the comment section, or in the chat now if you're watching, or get in touch with us on Discord. I think the link's below in the description. Could be wrong. It's been a while. So we didn't get very much out of that, but we do have enough now to go and purchase my sprayer, so we'll do that. Yay.
It's probably still a link to the LMSPD.
I did change it, I believe. I could be wrong.
Okay.
The salty topics. Ooh, what about ETS Truckers MP with fans? Now, that is something that we have.
Is a salty topic.
That is salty, yeah. I like that. That's cunning. That is good. But no, we have discussed doing that, but I suppose we could, now that we've got the whole trailer management thing going.
Yeah.
You know, we could all have similar trucks and trailers, and yeah, we could do some sort of convoy at some point. It has been discussed. You know, it has been thrown into what I call the hat of ideas. You know, for live streams and things like that. The problem that I've got with ETS, the multiplayer side, is you could be going along in your convoy, driving fine. The next thing, you've got people driving into you and giving you damage for no reason at all. And that's the part of the game that really gets me salty. And I just don't appreciate, like, especially when you're doing like a really long trip and you get all the way like pretty much there, and you've got maybe 2 minutes left to run, and some guy just drives into the side of you and gives you 70% damage on your trailer and gives you like 50% damage on your truck. That's costing you in 2 ways, because you're having to repair your truck and then you're losing money on, you know, on damages for the trailer and the cargo. So that's why I tend not to play ETS unless I was able to do an ETS convoy with my friends and have like a closed server so that it was just me and my friends and just have AI driving around. But again, AI is just as bad sometimes. But again, like I said, it is in the hat of ideas, and it has been thrown out there.
There is mods that you can get so you don't take damage.
Yeah. They've all been packed.
That's not realistic though.
No, but
I suppose neither's like slamming someone from a T-junction at the side for no reason at all.
And then driving off.
Yeah.
Because that's what most of the trolls use, is the 0 damage. They'll drive into people when they don't take damage.
Yeah, I used to use that.
You rebel.
And now got patched.
But that's just it though. I don't understand why people have to cheat the game. You know, why can't they just enjoy the game? It's like, I don't know how the heck Squirrel manages to live stream for 5, 6, 7 hours on multiplayer trucking. I honestly have no idea how he can do it.
He doesn't, does he?
Sometimes he does. But majority of the time it is just him playing single player with AI and stuff. But I'm sure I've seen him on multiplayer before. But again, he just says it's carnage. I just don't understand why people just cannot drive accordingly. It's like you go from the UK to like Amsterdam and that. You know for a fact that in the UK you drive on the left. When you get to Amsterdam or wherever you go, Rotterdam or wherever, Calais or wherever you might be going, you know that it's the right hand side of the road. And the amount of times that I'm driving down the road on the correct side of the road and you get some plum coming flying at you at the wrong direction.
You get put, sorry, wrong side.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like, well, what's the point of me even finishing this course or this route? But yeah, rant over. It's a good game when people behave. Okay, so you're doing
the UK isn't too bad. It's Europe.
The Calais to Duisburg road's terrible.
Salty Topic says on ETS2 Truckers MP, if you put /fix in the chat, it fixes your truck for free.
Does it?
Yeah, you've got to have a trailer attached though, so it stops.
Oh.
It kind of stops trolls.
That's news to me.
Yeah, never heard of that one. I'll have to have a look at it at some point. But again, how fun? That's not going to be much fun either. You get halfway down the road, oh sorry guys, I got to pull over and fix my load.
It doesn't fix your trailer though. It just fixes your truck.
Well, this is it. It's like I'm not too bothered about the truck getting damaged, because that I'd pay for anyway, because I've got quite a lot of money on my account. But like the fact that you're playing the game to make a delivery, to make money from a delivery, to make that delivery efficiently as you can, and whatever the case might be, that's what the game's about. And driving nice trucks at the same time. But what is the point in doing that and then not doing what the game's meant to be played? You know, I don't know. It's like you drive at 50 mile an hour or something, and you get some bunch of idiots come flying past you in some big truck doing like 90, and could end up hitting you and stuff and sending you off for no reason at all while you're just driving along enjoying yourself.
If they do it, it's safely, I've got no problem at all. But
Otherwise I would play it. I really would. It's a great game. I do enjoy Euro Truck. I really do. But it's just the other people that spoil it. Sadly. But I suppose that's just like any game, innit? There'll always be those people that will spoil it. Doesn't matter what game you're playing.
Doesn't matter what you're doing.
No.
Would you like your new spray tape the farm?
Yes, please. She's got it's bigger than the other one. It's got a bigger boom on it.
Yeah.
But I can't. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave the other one to finish doing what it's doing. Once that's finished, I'm going to sell it, and then swap over to that one. I just need to remember to delete the courses accordingly in cosplay. So then I don't have courses for old equipment that we don't have anymore. Or I suppose I could duplicate all the folders and then put it under like smaller courses, smaller equipment. But yeah, I had to delve into the code of cosplay this afternoon to get it to work properly. To stop it corrupting. Because it didn't matter, even if I was to go and make a brand new save file, which you would think would just throw you a clean cosplay. No, it doesn't. What cosplay does is it saves it according to the map. So each time you load that map up, even if it's in another save or not, it'll always go back to using the courses that you originally had made before it went wrong. So I had to go into the actual like XML files and delete the incomplete courses, and I had to figure out which ones was the incomplete courses, and I deleted them, and it's now working okay. So it's just that if a course is temporary on a tractor, we have to make sure that we save, like name save it, or I have to at least make sure that I save it on my side because it's the main save file. Like I think the courses that are running at the moment, I think I've set them off. I've set them all off, so they should be okay. Should being the magical word there. Should.
What are you trying to say about my courses?
I'm not saying nothing about your courses. It won't knacker up your end because it's not saving the game on your side.
No.
And like when we have the dedicated server, you set it up so that it saves all the courses to the dedicated server. And that's why I think you have to be admin level or something, or logged in as an admin player to get access to certain functions on that menu, or on the cosplay.
That's all the compost sold.
Cool.
How much money have we got?
You didn't get that much really, you got about 170,000 in total, and then I spent 70. No, you would have got about 160, 150.
Not bad.
No, not for compost, not for
straw.
straw really. Yeah, that's all it is at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straw and fuel.
How much does straw sell for?
300. And we were selling that for 8.
And there you go.
Nearly 2.5 times
How much fuel does the machine use?
But it costs 40,000 to fill up the machine.
Yeah, but how much fuel does it use?
About half. Since I last filled it up.
Not too bad then.
I filled it up about 8 o'clock.
So it's gone for an hour.
Yeah. I bet you were proper salty after that. The salty says one time on ATS, Truckers MP, I was doing 100 miles an hour and went head on with someone going the wrong way. Mate, I would have thrown my computer out the window. I would have gone mental. And I'd have made sure that guy, whoever I drove into me, would have known about it as well.
Well, what I normally do when you can see,
Screaming at him.
when you can see that you're going to have an accident with someone, you just put your handbrake on. It causes them more damage because the way the game sees it is you're parked,
Yeah.
so you get less damage.
I usually just start recording as soon as I see someone doing that. Just to wind them up and get them banned.
Yeah, but once they've driven into you and you're not expecting it, you can't really start recording, can you?
Unless you've got shadow play running in the background where it can record up to like 2 or 3 minutes before. That's good for what they call it, Rainbow Six Siege. So like if you get like a good kill, you can like push a select key pattern on your keyboard and it'll record. It'll automatically record the last 5 minutes of gameplay, or the last 2-3 minutes of gameplay, whatever you set it to, so you can get all your kill count, you know, all your kills and stuff, without having to record the entire session. You can't we couldn't do that with Farm Sim though.
Yeah. I was driving with them in a car, and I feel like following them, and started following them, and then this matey started recording, and then asked me to stop following them. And I was like, he went, "Oh, I'm gonna get you banned for harassment now." I'm like, "You can't. There's no rules against following people."
Yeah.
You know, it's not as if I'm gonna go to your house and find where you live, is it? Is that? And he recorded it all. It's all on YouTube. I'll see if I can find it. It's quite funny. It's quite funny. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you banned for harassment. There's no such thing as harassment in game, mate. Go. Sport.
25 minutes left of the ploughing on that field's not too bad. This guy's still got like years to go. An hour and 15 minutes. And then this guy's got an hour and 40 minutes to go.
Report.
Jesus. These fields, these big fields, you definitely need cosplay running with like 3 harvesters on it. Maybe more. I mean, there's a lot of things on cosplay which I haven't even looked into properly yet. Not since they've made it multiplayer anyway. I know they fixed quite a few issues with it. I know the last issue that I had with it, big issue, was the whole silage compacting and things. Although I've seen evidence of it working pretty well. The only downside to it on this map is the width of the silage pit. They're really wide, and they're only like one entrance, so it'd have to be a reverse entry, like a reverse tip. Now that you can set up 100% fine, but it's the compact tractor, or the tractor with the shield. I don't know how it would cope, because when I did it last, it was struggling on a like standard size pit. It kept getting itself caught up on the side, or it'd keep going down the exact same path that, you know, it wasn't supposed to be going down, and it'd just end up getting stuck. Things like that.
Oh, my ankle is killing me.
Your ankle?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Put a breaker bar onto a nut earlier to try and get it off, and I was sort of sat with my legs. So the car was jacked up, and my ankle and like were sort of off to the side.
Yeah.
Just pushing down on it, it slipped off the nut and smacked into my ankle.
Nice. So yeah, I don't think we'll be going for much longer. I might get majority of this field done and then call it a night. After all, it's been a while since we've streamed, so don't want to overdo it on our first go.
I'll be jumping off now anyway, I need to get some food.
Okie dokie.
So,
Ta-da! Bye, Lewis. And this guy's gonna take absolute ages to keep going and finish his course. He's got a while to go as well. So we've already done. We're an hour and 38 minutes in. Which I don't think's a bad go, do you, Adam?
No, not for the first one back in a while.
Yeah. It's good to be back. Chilled out. I do want to go and have a look to see exactly how much stuff we've got in our storage. Jump the gate. 750,000 litres of straw. Holy crap. 136,000 litres of wheat. 118,000 of grass. That's not too bad, although our sheep are going to be getting into that pretty quickly. And then soon we'll have quite a bit of sorghum, which if I bring up the this here, I'll show you what we're talking about. That's your sorghum there. So as you can see, prices, you can get 1800 at high grain for, you know, I assume that would be a ton. Don't know, but yeah, that's a decent price. Yeah, we should have quite a lot of that coming in. In fact, you can have a look if we get into a tractor. Field work mode, field edge, field 5. There you go. It's not field 5. Yeah, field 5, is it? Yeah, field 5, and let's go to sorghum. So it's 37.96 hectares big is field 5. I'm not sure what the usage is, that might be seed, but it costs $6,000 to put into the ground. Huh. Yeah, okay, so that must be the cost of the seed. Right, so that's pretty cool. So it's not a cheap crop to be putting in the ground, really. But I suppose the return that you make is worth it. Fair whack, that's for sure. So our field structure at the moment is, we've got this one which we're busy ploughing, as you can see. Field 1 we're ploughing. Once I've taken the crop out of field 5, we'll plough that up. Field 6 I'm going to plough and then replant with grass, because it's a nice size field for grass. And the mower can go around there pretty easily. Field 7, when we get round to buying that, I would like to buy field 7, possibly even field 9, and just use field 9 for like corn, so that we can chaff it up and get some silage. But field 15, that's the big one. I really don't know what we could put in it. So this is all the fruits that we can plant. So you've got the extra rye, triticle, sorghum, spelt and millet. Sorghum, that's what we're putting in the ground on field number 5, because it's worth an absolute fortune. We obviously want to make sure we get high yields out of this, so fertilizing. So I think we've got another go after this, I believe. Yeah. So when that's done, we'll progress at another growth stage, and then we will be able to. So when it goes into, when it comes out of there, we'll put it into the harvest, and then we'll give it another go, just to get rid of all the other little bits and pieces that we don't want on the crop, and then we should get a pretty decent yield out of it all. Although that's what we hope.
plan.
That is the plan, dude. Because if it's very valuable, then we want to get as much as we can out of it.
Yeah. Oh, don't sit on the wall bum.
No, you don't want to do that. Just this tractor goes slowly when they spray, don't they? Like 7 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Is that the speed of the other one as well?
Pass.
Yeah, 7. Jeez, they're all 7. That's ridiculous. You'd have thought sprayers could spray quicker than 7 miles per hour.
It all depends on what rate is going down.
Yeah, I have heard that, you know, the that sprayer add-on mod that they've got in FS. I do know that the I've heard, or where did I read? I read somewhere that it's in the cosplay thing that it's compatible with cosplay. They've like made the two work together. So I'm assuming that the course will turn off nozzles that it doesn't need. Is that the whole idea of it?
I think so.
You know, so if you're only doing half a pass, it'll turn half the boom off. That would be pretty cool.
Again, I've had it downloaded, but I've never really used it.
Yeah, I'd assume that cosplay would just kind of work it out itself with the course, and then work out where it would need to turn it off, and the two mods work together. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen footage, or I don't think I've seen anybody using it where, you know, it'll turn off certain bits when you don't need to use it.
Probably simulate.
Well, I'm watching his Sandy Bay at the moment, so.
Yeah, I mean, he normally uses Proceed and stuff.
Right.
That's a good mod.
Is that the one that tells you what's in the ground? It comes up in the little like box down the bottom of your screen.
It might do, but Proceed, when you're seeding, you can say you've got a 26 meter spreader.
Yeah.
And you've got a, what would it be, 6 meter seeder.
Yeah.
You put a tram line in 6 meters, so for every 3 passes, it would put a tram line in.
Right.
For the width of the sprayer, so when you're not wasting the seed.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'll have to have a look. I mean, I'm still looking for one of his, like a decent series of his. I mean, I'm not too keen on Thornton Farm. I'm thinking about watching his Sandy Bay one from, you know, his old Sandy Bay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard to find a really good like YouTuber that I can sit down and watch for a while. Playing Farm Sim. I mean, if I know that they use cosplay, I tend to watch what they do, because I tend to learn some bits and pieces. But the real good people that do cosplay, they've only done like episode tutorials, so it's hard to. I mean, you can only, like, tutorials go out of date every so often, and you know, it's, whereas when people live stream, it's obviously they're using the most up-to-date version, if they are. I mean, I used to use the developer version of cosplay for a very long time.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really watch much Farming Sim anymore.
I only watched it to try get myself back into it, and you know, because I felt like I'd burnt myself out, and especially with Simulate, he's got a lot of nice mods. Although the mods that he's got, it is kind of like he obviously doesn't share the mods. I don't think I've seen downloads for the mods that he's used unless it's the map. And that kind of, I mean, yeah, I know I don't, but the thing is, most of the mods that I have you can find on the mod hub. You know, I don't know, and he's one of, obviously with Simulate, because he mods them himself and whatnot, or he knows people that can mod them, he obviously gets a different perspective of the mod and the game to what we would.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I kind of delved into the way that the mods worked and everything, I probably could kind of suss it out, but I don't know. And like when he gets a tractor and then takes parts off and puts it in the map, and you know, that's the bit where I would be like, yeah, no idea. Now whether he's got people that do that for him or not, I don't know, but just some of the stuff, that's pretty cool, man. To be able to do that would be awesome.
I'll have to find where he lives and go knock on his door.
So like, that'd be another cool thing in Farm Sim, if like your workshop, when if your tractor tires, for instance, wore out and you had to replace them, you go back to your workshop and you physically get the wrench or whatever, the impact drill, and you take the tires off yourself and then replace them with a new one.
Yeah.
And it give you that element of working in your own farm, changing tires and stuff, because you're not going to take it down to Quick Fit and be like, yo dude, can you put some new tires on and balance them for me please? Just gonna look at you and go, are you on drugs or something?
You don't even really get them balanced, I don't think, because they don't really go fast enough to need balance.
No, I suppose that's true.
But there's some beads, I think, that you get in that you can throw in and it balances it.
Yeah.
But the only tire I've changed was on the front of a rake, and that was an inner tube, so that was nothing.
Yeah. Well, I think what we'll do, Adam, is this has only got 6 minutes left for this plough on field 1, so I think what we'll do is we'll just finish this, and then I'm going to end the stream.
Yeah.
But don't go anywhere, because I've got the outro.
Yeah.
Chill out for a bit, and then I will obviously return.
Yeah.
Just like normal. But yeah, for those of you that have enjoyed the live stream this evening, please hit that like button, because it's one of YouTube's ways to show that you guys have enjoyed it. You know, and also YouTube picks up on that and puts the video or the live stream out to more people. And ultimately that's what we want. We want to grow the community, we want to get out there, we want to be one of the biggest and the bestest. And the only way we can do that is, in a sense, word of mouth, but in our case, click of the mouse. That will do just fine. And as always, if you guys are new to the community, then you know, please feel free to subscribe. There's a lot of new things coming to the community in the near future, some big changes, so that's going to be awesome. Another quick little update, I am currently rebuilding the website, so when that is up and running there will be a little video on that, just giving you guys a little tour of the new website when it's finished, and just little things like that. I also thought with it being with it only, like, you know, I've completely lost train of thought there now. I was reading chat. Swatching only 2 likes. Well, to be honest, I'm not too bothered really on how many likes and whatnot, because YouTube sees likes and dislikes the same. It's interaction.
5 likes from what I can see.
But yeah, the more the merrier. But yeah, I completely forgot what I was talking about.
Let me go back to the screen.
Or I like lost concentration. This is mad.
Website.
Yes, that's the one. New website coming. Another thing that I've also put out today is a new YouTube banner, as well as a new it's alright TE20, don't worry about it, you've nearly done it again, as well as a new logo. I kind of thought it's a fresh start for us, going back to the roots of what the channel is and how the channel was born, you know, playing Farming Simulator. And I thought, well, why starve my main community of Farming Simulator content? So that's where we're at now. So in the future, new website, brand new website, and obviously there's going to be a few other little perks and things that you will find on the website. We've got the Discord server, which has just recently overgone a huge update. You know, it's just a little bit less complicated, it's a bit more easier to understand and things like that. We're going to be working on the new role system and everything else, so that's going to be changing very soon. I am in what should we say, I'm in the market for some admin stuff for Discord. So if you guys know anything about Discord, or you guys are any good at Discord, let me know, because
Get into Discord.
well, yeah, join us in Discord. But you guys will obviously need to tell me. You know, there will be some sort of like little interview kind of thing going on where, you know, I'd have to speak to you, as well as Lewis. He would have to be present too, as he's the main like Discord communication head admin. So effectively, you'd be working below him. You know, we just kind of want to expand the team, get it out there, and you know, see how we go. Keep up the good work. I really enjoyed watching and picking up tips. No, TE dude, you're more than welcome, mate. You know, at the end of the day, if I can teach someone how to use, say for instance, cosplay, or give you guys some tips on cosplay through, you know, mistakes that I've made in the past, fire away, ask me any question, I'll be happy to answer it if I can. So you're welcome, dude, not a problem. And FG says, you getting the new logo like me? Yeah. Although for some reason in my chat on YouTube it hasn't changed it, FG. Although you might still be on your normal logo on YouTube. But yeah, I like your thin blue line. Yeah.
I've got a new logo.
I've noticed. Farmfield. I like it.
Oh.
Ben says he's back now. He had to take care of some stuff, dude. That's all good. The problem is I'm ending. Well, I will be very shortly once I've taken this tractor and plough back to the field, to the farm.
This is the end. What is that from?
This is the end.
Count to 10. Isn't it James Bond? Adele.
I have no idea. Not a clue.
Okay.
I like it too, FG. I love it too because of what it represents and what it stands for. Obviously, you know my true feelings towards that. I wouldn't sit there for a few hours making cars and stuff with liveries on it all if I didn't. field 1, we'll put that in there. And then field 1 back to the farm, please. Back on that one, and off we go. Thank you very much.
I've knocked over my empty cup.
Salty topics. I'll tell you a secret. As it stands, right now, yes. And FG says maybe Ben will stream, who knows. Yeah, it's about the time that Ben normally live streams. So if you guys want to watch a decent live stream, if he's going to be live streaming, or if you just want to watch some awesome content, go and check out Ben Sim. There's time lapses and episodes and things like that for Farm Sim. Really good. Really, really good. Oh. Okay guys, there won't be a live stream from Ben Sim tonight, but again, go check him out if you have not already done so. Do you know what? I'm gonna go and put these at the wash bay so that we oh, power slide, power slide, power slide, power slide, power slide, so that I know for next time to wash the dead gun things. Oh, wrong way. Wasn't even looking at what I was doing then. Turning circle on this 900 Vario is not the greatest in the world. It doesn't come round quick enough. I suppose that's better than nothing.
It's a nice machine though.
Oh yeah, it's still a nice tractor. Still a very nice tractor. Right, so that's the Vario and the plough there for cleaning. The next time we venture onto the map, now to find Adam. Oh, he's there. He's there. FG says quickly, I want to do cop vlogs, but I don't know if my department will let me. Dude, you like own the department. Tell them what you're gonna do. But yeah, dude. Right, Adam, once again, man, thank you for a quality. Oh, here we go again with the the Tower of Players. Thanks for the awesome session. It's been a pleasure. So this time we didn't get up to anything foolish, and we shall not be getting up to anything foolish, sir.
Because you've stole it.
Yep. Yep.
That'll be for another live stream on another map.
Yeah, shit. What I need to do is I need to stop you and turn you off, and then I need to go to the other tractor just quickly to wait for him to turn around.
Why are you?
Yeah, dude, you own everything up in that bitch. So we'll stop the driver there. We can lift that plough up, turn that tractor off. Bob's a good un. And we're back to Adam.
Oh, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle. So yeah. Right, everybody, well, once again, thank you so much for joining me this evening on our little live stream back on Cherry Hills. Decided to do something a bit bigger. Give us a bit more time to play, a bit more time to talk and chat and whatnot. But yes, guys, once again, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. I hope you have enjoyed the live stream. And we will catch you all in the next one. I will talk to you shortly, Adam. Right, guys, take care, everybody. Be safe. And I will see you once again in the next one. Bye.
Tasted like those cigarettes, staring at the moon. We'd go to bed in my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit long? How far can we get if we sail a little